Okay, so we're answering questions, me and Mal. I Dig Obama has sent me a message. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for the welcome, and I want a front row seat. And that cup of chocolate sure is warming. Yes, well, you know, I've told all of you that you can have the front. So it's a good thing that this is virtual living. I've always liked to tour YouTube, and you know how we tend to jump from one thing to another. And all of a sudden, I was watching Nancy today, and I thought, I like this lady. I'd like to go shopping with her, especially shopping in the dumps. So I kind of been hanging around for a while now. You were busy and didn't even notice me. Lol. I have so many Nancy Today vids to look at. I don't know when I'll get through them all, but I'm going to enjoy every one, and will try to comment so you'll know I've been around. That is so cool. Oops. What was your name? I Dig Obama. There are 5,000 videos, and if they average 5 minutes apiece, well, if they were 10 minutes apiece, that's 5,000 times 10 is 50,000 minutes. And now if you divide that by 60, we'll just divide it by 50. That would be 1,000 hours. If they were 5 minutes apiece. If they're 10 minutes apiece, it would be 2,000 hours. So that is, if you got 40 hours in a week, 40 hours in a week. Well, if we had 50 hours in a week and we have 300 weeks, 5 times 3 is 150 weeks. No, 150, 1,500 hours, is that right? 50 times... I'm lost. I forgot it. It's all gone. Okay, so it'll take you a long time. I don't know how many weeks are how many hours are in a year, but you're going to have some debilitating illness so that you can't do anything but lie in bed and watch Nancy Today, and then you might finish them in your lifetime. Okay? So now, oops, putting a flag where there doesn't need to be one. Okay, Spaz, S-P-A-Z, 9700 has made a comment. Nancy Today, grinding wheat to make bread, part 1. Hello, Miss Nancy. It's kind of cool when people call me Miss Nancy. They must be from the South. Hello, Miss Nancy. I love your videos. I don't have a grinder. I just use my blender to mill my rye, wheat, barley, beans for Ezekiel bread. Then run through a strainer to get the flour and run the bigger pieces through the blender again. I keep my flour in plastic bags in my freezer. Good idea to keep it in the freezer. And I also like your idea of straining it and then putting the bigger pieces in the blender. Oh, she doesn't have a grinder. She just uses a blender to mill your wheat? Oh my gosh, that would wreck your blender. Oh well, whatever. It must not because you're using it. So thank you, Spaz9700. Okay. Ebola virus has shared a video. U.S. to become part of world government. Treaty to be signed in December. Utter decimation of both the popular culture concept of global warming and the credible threat of any significant anthropomorphic climate change. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. Thank you, though, for sending it to me. Okay, Cape Side Creek. Hey, what a nice name. Cape Side Creek. By the Cape. The Creek by the Cape. Has made a comment on Nancy Today. Buckeye mushroom. Wow, what a cool deer trail. That hill looks like it goes down forever. I'd love to take a walk around there. It looks so refreshing and peaceful. Nice places here, eh? Amazing. Okay. Thank you for are you watching more videos, Cape Side Creek, or just that was a one-time thing? Anyway, welcome. Amish horse. I'm sorry I cut you off on that last video. So that pond is on your property? This is commenting on 100 space 4532, which probably isn't named that anymore. So that pond is on your property? You are one lucky bee. And then there's some exclamation points and things. Now that is a pretty area. I am amazed at how clean and clear the water is. I just love watching your videos. But I have to get ready to go out and live my own life today. Ha 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 ha. But I'll be back. That's cool. Okay, so yes, that pond is on our property. There are 2 ponds on our property. You know the stream where the stream comes under the bridge from the highway? It forks. On one side goes into the neighbor's land. It goes back through the marsh woods. It starts on his property, goes back through the marsh woods on ours, and it ends up at a pond. Well, it doesn't end. It's actually beginning at that pond, which is against the hills. And there are 2 waterfalls that come into that. It's very steep there, and I think it's just the stream. I follow that stream very far back, and it does go very far back, and there's another dam way back there. And anyway, so those 2, one is a spring that comes out from under a rock. That goes into the pond, and this other stream comes down the waterfall, and that goes into that pond. That's the upper pond, and that's on one fork of the stream. And then the other fork of the stream, which runs along the highway, which is where I take you all the time and where I built my bridge, and there's a pond on that. Previous owners here dug a rectangular pond adjacent to the stream. It's illegal to do such a thing now, but that's what they did. So we have the one stream that goes through the bottom of the property with that pond where I go and watch ducks and show you, and the other pond which I show you sometimes from up on the hill by the 3 birches over by Rope Swing hillside. You go past the plateau teepee and then into the woods. What are you checking out there, kitty? What's happening? How's our time? We have 3 minutes and 22 seconds left, kitty. So yes, that pond is on our property. That's why we bought this property, because I wanted water. And I wanted a woods that you could walk into. Because so many of the woodses that we saw were so clogged up. They were tight, choked together. You couldn't get in them. Ugh. Didn't want to go bushwhacking. I wanted to go for a stroll through the beautiful woods. Anyway, and I wanted hills. So here we are. Amish horse. Stop. Go back and take a picture of that one beautiful tree out in the field. Ha 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 ha. She must have been in the car with me. Yes, virtually all you guys in the front seat of the car. Well, since I don't know which tree that was on what field, I'd have to go back and watch the whole video, but I don't like to go back and watch the whole videos because then my numbers of how many videos I've watched goes really high, and it looks like all I do is watch videos, but they're my own videos. I have to click on them to go edit them, and then I click on it once the edit comes up, and that shows that I watched it twice. I haven't even watched it. I don't want to watch myself. Then Amish Horse has made a comment on 4530. Aha! I guess nobody wants them wires in their pictures. Oh, and another thing I do repeatedly is take pictures through the car windows, especially out the front windshield. My daughter drives, and I have to try to capture all the pleasing vistas while she's whizzing along. So I have a lot of whizzy color ones. Lol. Believe it or not, I get some pretty good pics this way. And I like them anyways. My camera isn't that great, and I kind of suck at taking pics, but I have fun. You would be fun to go driving with. You know, that would just be so much fun to go hang out with you. And you live in Ontario, don't you? I think you live down near Toronto somewhere. I should come and visit you. We go to Toronto every month. Wouldn't that be fun? We could hang out. Okay, what is our time now? We still have 1 minute. Okay, so now the next... So that was a comment on 4530. So that was the one, I think... Wires in the pictures. That's when Willem was taking pictures. Okay, that was made on 10/17. Esther said, "It's a nice one, Nancy. It's just like being there with you and Willem in your wonderful swamp. Thank you." Well, you're welcome. I like Esther. She has an island. We go play on her island in the summer. Okay, Little Tiny has made a comment on 4530. I love days like this, spent with my husband, where we just find something to do that we both enjoy. Just the 2 of us, no time constraints, just enjoying each other's company. Dina. That was a video where Willem was going to take pictures. I gave him my camera, my other camera, and he's learning to use it. Because, see, if he gets to be a really good photographer, maybe we can go on press trips together, and he can be the photographer, and I can be the writer. But he has to get really good first. Cleaning up outside. Little Tiny made a comment on Nancy today, cleaning up outside. Oh, what's our time? Gotta go.